Welcome to the Well Health and Wellness. Welcome to Harmony It's Day, the wonderful Wednesdays that we come together to share healthy foods, to share healthy food information and how to prepare our foods. Today we are having Semp, cabbage, and beef stew. So in here is the Semp, and this is Semp, beans, and amaranth. Amaranth is a very small seed that is high in minerals like magnesium. And then we also have the Semp, which is maize. It's actually like pounded maize, so the husks have been removed. And then we also have the beans. So on this dish, we are going to concentrate on the preparation. Last week, we mentioned that we have one stomach. So unlike other animals who've got 2, 3, 4 stomachs, we've got one stomach. So for us to be able to digest and to tolerate things like grains, seeds, nuts, we need to prepare them properly. One of the ways to prepare them is to soak them. Soak your beans like this. Beans, I soak them for over 24 hours. And the most important thing, you keep rinsing them off. So about twice, thrice, if you rinse them, you are removing the anti-nutrients. So as we know, nature favors us all. Whether it's plants, human beings, animals, we are all favored. So the plants have got what's called anti-nutrients. The seeds and nuts and the grains. So anti-nutrients protect them against the perpetrators. Let's say if the insect come and try to eat on them, they may be repelled by the anti-nutrients, or the anti-nutrients may kill them. So when we just take this and eat straight away without preparing them properly, we may end up with some gut issues like intolerance to the whatever we are eating, or we may end up having inflammation. So to do this soaking, you remove the anti-nutrients. One other advantage is when you do this soaking, then you also full the seeds. They say you are fooling the seeds because the seeds now think, oh, it's now time to germinate. And because they've got the way of protecting themselves, the minerals in there, the protein, all the nutrients in there are encapsulated in what's called phytates. So when you soak them and the seeds feel the warmth, they feel the moisture, they feel it's time to germinate. And that's when they start releasing these anti-nutrients in order to feed the growing seed. And now, being clever, you are going to eat this. Then that is somehow one way of preparing these foods so that it's like your first stomach. So before they get to your second stomach, which is now going to do the digestion and absorption. So that is very good. It helps to prevent inflammation and any other untoward reaction to the gut. And also, we mentioned sprouting before, so you can soak, then go to sprouting. So what I do sometimes, I even leave the beans, especially mung beans, are very easy to sprout. I just leave them to sprout. So when they sprout, you get much more nutrients because the seeds is now feeding, like all the minerals, the protein that has been increased is now meant to feed the seed. So you are just going to get the best of it. And then even the maize, I soaked it, I soaked the amaranth. So that is how we prepare our meals. And then in here, we've got cabbage. It's cabbage, carrots, potatoes, and onions. And I used the bone stock, the chicken stock, instead of water. And then coming back even to the Semp, I just used the chicken stock. It was just like gelatin. That's what I used. Well, I used water as well. And then the third one, we've got beef stew in here. We've got, that's the beef. We've got potatoes, onions. And then at the end, I just chopped the watercress. I chopped the watercress and added it in there. So it's not overcooked. I just added it at the end of the cooking. Then from there, it's all the good spices, ginger, fresh ginger. I grated ginger, I grated turmeric in here. Then I also put some of wonderful, wonderful South African curry. It's called Raja. So that is, I added different spices, which is mild, hot, and spicy. So that's the Raja I've got in there. It's beautiful. If you go to the South African shops, you will get this. You don't need anything more. That's the best spice you can get, especially for your curries. So these are the boxes of Raja. Okay, so these are the boxes. If you go to South African shops, you will get these. Yeah, so that's Harmony Eats for today. And as we mentioned before, this is a day of coming together, celebrating our foods and learning more about healthy eating, and just for company, no boredom. We know that on Wednesdays we meet somewhere, we eat, and after that we are going to have our kombucha. As we know, we need probiotics. Thank you and enjoy our Uber Eats, our Harmony Eats.